Vikings Browns recap coming at you here. I'm Matthew Peterson. Minnesota falls to 1-3. I thought they were one of the best. Honestly, this Minnesota team has put a pretzel in my head. I thought they were bad. Then I thought they were actually good and better than their 1-2 record. And then today was just abysmal. All right, 14-7 the final. You held this Browns offense to one touchdown and you matched it with only one score of your own. I mean, that is just pathetic, right? There's a lot of words you can use. Embarrassing, shameful, just bad. I'm just making up words at this point now because of how bad the offense was today for Minnesota. Kirk Cousins, he looked like a quiet, really good MVP caliber player through 3 weeks. That's an overreaction, no doubt. That's a big stretch. But he hadn't turned the ball over all season. He was spreading touchdowns across the field. If you actually watched him with the eye of Kirk Cousins is good, then Kirk Cousins supported you through the first 3 games. Didn't get that much today. Hooked up with Justin Jefferson for some nice long receptions. But all in all, this offense was just stale. It was not pretty. I feel bad for anyone that paid U.S. dollars to go and watch this game in Minneapolis. So, blame game time. Who's to blame for today's loss? You can go a number of directions. I don't think you touch the defense, though. The defense did their job, okay? I better not see any defensive responses down there. The secondary let up some bigger plays at moments, but all in all, Danielle Hunter and this defense, they did enough to make Baker Mayfield and that Browns offense uncomfortable. So for me, you look at the quarterback. You put up 7 points, it's going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders, and that's Kirk Cousins, okay? Does he deserve to take all the blame? Probably not. This run game gave him no help at all. Dalvin Cook, who missed last weekend, didn't really get much practice in this week. You saw why, okay? Madison actually had more carries than him in this game. Cook with just 9 carries, was at 34 yards. It was just a bad game on the ground. So this Vikings run attack was just, well, it wasn't even a run attack. It was a run retreat. They were going the wrong way one too many times. At least you had Justin Jefferson, though. Jefferson continues to show that even when the offense is bad, even when the Vikings aren't doing so well, Jefferson is. All right, touchdown. And that first drive for the offense looked great. It looked like this was going to be a shootout kind of game. And then the defenses settled in and the offenses on both sides made 0 adjustments. So at least Justin Jefferson showed up. The rest of you guys have a lot of work to do come Monday morning and Tuesday at practice. So speaking of getting some work done, back to school time. Grade the Vikings performance for me. A, B, C, D, or F. This is a tough game to grade because the defense, which was not that pretty through the first couple weeks of the season, did a great job today. They held the Browns to just 1 touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal later. You're at 14 points. But the defense did more than they had to do to put this offense and this team in a position to win. So for that reason, I'm going to give them a C+. All right, C is average. Let's not forget that. They're slightly above average because this defense held their own. Now it's up to the offense. If the offense puts together a half-decent game, they win this game 17-14. Instead, they just stalled, okay? This offense was stale, all right? This offense was the kind of offense that when your mom asks you to do something and you completely forget to do it, and then she comes home and you try to do it the last 30 seconds as you hear the garage door coming up, that's what this offense was. It was stale. It was bad. It was not pretty, okay? So 7 points, boo. Just boo it, okay? It's not good. And look at the offensive numbers in a moment, all right? The first 3 weeks were great here. Look at total yards per game, 425. Passing the ball all over the place. The run game was great, and every single one of those categories goes down. Okay, in week 4, this Browns defense is good. Don't get that wrong. All right, you played against a tough Browns defense, but still, this was not a good game by any means on the offensive side. Even when you're going up against a good defense like that, you have to do better. So, if you want to be a half glass full kind of guy, would love to know in the comments section any positive takeaways you have from this game. Let me hear it. The defense, right? That's your positive takeaway, that you pressured Baker Mayfield. You only let up 1 touchdown, but get specific for me or just be a little on the surface. Vikings defense, whatever it may be, I want to hear it in the comments section below.